Donaldson sitting with us. I want to ask you something as journalists, because I would think this is going to get very sticky. The whole Paula Jones case coming up, and people are actually having to talk, journalists are having to talk about the president's penis on the air. And I'm thinking, no, it's a serious question. How do you deal with that? I mean, you're going to have to spend whole shows talking about this, and I'm curious how you do it, keep a straight face. How do you do it and maintain the idea that I'm a serious journalist and this is a big story? How do you do it?
I think we're not likely to say that word.
You wouldn't say it?
No.
Okay.
Would you say it?
Well, no, I did a first television interview with Paula Jones, prime time. And she told me the story before we went on camera, and she said, you know, he did this, and then he asked me to, and I said, with all due respect, Ms. Jones, I don't think we can say that.
Yeah, right.
So then when we got on the camera, and there was a videotape, and she said, well, he did this, and then he asked me to perform oral sex. And then the management, when they saw that, said, we can't say that. So the way it came out on the air is he did this, and then I said, and she claims that the governor then asked her to perform a sex act. So if we change to sex act, we are not going to say the P word.
Right.
We will change it to something else.
Okay. So you're going to end up calling it like William or something.
Now, this is not Free Willy, I assure you. It's not
now, but don't you think it's going to get to the point where if they're testifying about anatomy, there are going to be charts? There are going to be diagrams? I mean, are you going to just tastefully back off this issue? Are you going to...
Well, you know, at some point, I think they'll tastefully back off this issue.
Is that what you think is going to happen?
Well, how can they go through a trial where there are charts and diagrams and people saying those words?
Conan, I think the president has to make a deal.
He has to make a deal.
With all due respect. If I were his political advisor, and I'm not, he's smarter than that, take advice from me, I would say, sir, you have two options. You can right now issue this statement. Ms. Jones is correct. I made an improper advance. I should not have done that. She quite properly rebuffed me and did nothing wrong. I apologize. Or you can go to trial and have everything spread out in the court, including depositions of former associates of yours who have to testify.
Right.
Now, what do you want to do, sir? Because I think it means he's not going to have to run for re-election. I don't think the first line of the historian's view of him is going to be William Jefferson Clinton, 43rd President of the United States, you know, did this with Paul
and
Jones.
Willie. Yeah, right, exactly. You don't want that.
I would say to him, make the deal, come clean with a statement to the extent that then Ms. Jones goes away. And it ends the whole thing.
But he says he absolutely won't make that deal, that he will not make a deal that includes an apology because he didn't do anything wrong.
But even if he said that, there's still the whole notion that he kept her from advancing.
But he didn't, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, that turns out not to be true.
We examined it at the time we did this interview, and it is not correct from the record that she did not receive promotions or she did not get a raise. As a matter of fact, she did.
Oh, okay.
At least that was what we found.
Are you satisfied, Andy?
All right. I'm going to drop this whole thing. Yeah.
Did you say the P word?
Oh, I say penis, penis, penis.
You see,
I always have my foot in my mouth.
there's a reason that Andy and I have not been asked to sit in.
Every kind of euphemism, like an extra cabinet member.
And we were going to invite you to come on the round table.
Sorry. Wait till we have our own Sunday morning show.
Our competition the other day had Rush Limbaugh on the round table. The competition did. Meet the press, folks. And we were going to counter with you.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that'll show them.
When people think Rush Limbaugh, the next thought is me.
Yeah. It is kind of a 1-2.
Yes.
Your politics are very similar, Andy. We've run out of time, which is unfortunate because this has been a lot of fun. We hope desperately you guys can come back and visit us again.
Come back.
We apologize for the rough edges of this show, but our heart is in the right place.
Some part of the body
about
is.
His Holiness the Pope in your monologue. Your heart better be in the right place.
Oh, man.
He is going to have a great Christmas party because, you know, my mother's heading over to be
I know. I was going to mention that. Your mother is now the ambassador to the Vatican.
And she's moving from Bourbon Street, where she lives, right smack dab in the middle of the honky-tonk, to the Vatican. So he's in for a good time.
As your political advisor, I would not have advised you to say that. Oh, my God. goodness.
Well, we've run short of time this week on ABC, of course, every Sunday morning. You won't be seeing either Andy or myself on that show, but Sam Donaldson, Cokie Roberts, thank you very much for being here. Real pleasure. Carrot Top is coming up. It's what